So I was looking at a slide from Burger King and this popped up. Now this isn't the most inspiring slide, and I think you can do a lot more if you have this nice 3-part section, especially if you work in a food brand with a lot of nice quality images and nice pictures. So I redesigned it and I want to show you exactly my thought process behind it from the starting slide, how I analyze it, and then show you the new slide version and also my thought process behind that one. Now this is the original slide that they have made, and they split it up in 3 columns. So we have the coffee, we have the entrees, and we have the media. Now for each of the parts there is a title and an image. Now what I don't like is they don't fully use the available room for this, and since it's such a visual product, I think we are missing out if we leave so much white space on the image here. White space in general can be good, but it doesn't have to be just white space. We just have to fill up the space and use it nicely, I think. But what I do like is that they use that 3-part structure. So they have the 1, 2, and 3 columns on the page. I think that is very clear if you want to make 3 points. Another thing which I don't like is we have an image here, image, and then we use some sort of a weird icon. And also there's like a height difference if you notice here. It feels a little bit off for me. So I redesigned it with images that I found that are sort of similar. I don't have access to the original images or the normal images, but I think you can get a feel of the idea that I want to bring. And here you can see my variation of this slide. Now what I've done is I've increased the pictures, so we use the full width or the full height of the slide, and that leaves out that white space, but we create that peacefulness and we create that balance with like very soft images. For example, this cup here, and the rest of the image is rather neutral, so it's a little bit blurred out, which makes it easier on the eye and it focuses on one topic. Same goes with the croissants here in the middle, and we have that sort of blurred out effect in the background. And here we just focus on the app, which represents the media. Now that is the first thing that I've done, so I've increased the size of the images. Then I split the banners up into 3 different banners, where we have the coffee, the entrees, and the media. So it's nicely visible that we're working for 3 categories. And then for the images itself, I try to keep it in the same consistent style. So we're using not a mix of images and icons, we're using consistent style. So we have the real life image on the coffee, same for the croissants, and same for the media. So it's not a weird icon that doesn't really say anything. Now what I suggest you do is, if you have those scenarios or these things, that you include the branding. So you could either put the logo here in the corner, or you could put it in the other corner or wherever you want it. But what I suggest is that you add the logo in a more subtle way. Like here, if you add it on the cup, for example, or on the product, I think that really helps in conveying your brand message and really keeping that consistent style. Now, I didn't have access to the original pictures or to like real life use case pictures from Burger King, but you get the idea that you could put some logos on or integrate them in a nice way in your slides. So this is how I would redesign this sort of slides. Let me know in the comments below if you would do it differently, or if you have any other slides that you would like me to redesign. Now, if you want to level up your slide design skills yourself and really take any slide that you have available and turn it into a nice looking slide, I have a program available that teaches you all the fundamentals of slide design that you need to know, so you can turn any slide into a good looking slide, no matter the occasion. If it's for a meeting, if it's for a keynote, if it's for a sales presentation, it can happen, or it can be applied to any of those things, because you'll learn how to communicate with impact. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video.